Hi folks, Alistair McConaughey here. We are at the top of John Street, which is the city chambers. John Street runs through the city chambers, and UKIP, there's the flag over there, are holding a mass deportations rally. Hello, how do you do? Just live streaming this. Would you like, as the organiser of UKIP in Scotland, would you like to say a few words to the camera? We've got people watching. This is Donald Mackay. Donald is the organiser of UKIP in Scotland. In fact, he's the founder of UKIP in Scotland, essentially, way back in 1997. Would you like to say what's today about, Donald?
This is wonderful. Glasgow's a city that we think is politically dead. This shows it isn't. People are sick and tired of what's happening. And today's a chance to show the people of Glasgow, the people of Scotland, that there is a patriotic base in the Scottish people. We're British, we want to stay British, we want rid of that idiotic Holyrood Parliament, and we need to work together to bring that about.
Well, I must congratulate you for helping to organise this. When is the leader in Britain, Nick Tenconi, when's he coming on?
I'm expecting him any minute. I'm expecting him any minute. He has a slight habit of being a little bit late, but I believe he's imminent.
Okay, good. Now, politically, why should people in Scotland vote UKIP instead of Reform, for example?
Because we want rid of the Scottish Parliament for a start, and Reform are part of the political establishment. They're getting money from people who are part of the establishment. We all know Nigel. In his time, he's not necessarily been the most loyal of individuals. We are genuine people. We want the Scottish Parliament to disappear. A third of the voters want that. We want to be unionists. We want to be part of the United Kingdom. No nonsense. And we do have to work together and stop falling out with one another, as maybe you and I have occasionally done, and one or two others. We want to stop that.
Well, do you know what? I think you're a great chap, Donald. Donald, you are an absolutely great chap. And I just want to say congratulations for helping to organise this today. Anyway, we'll let you go ahead, because I know the media want to speak to you.
Okay. Well, all right. Thanks, Alistair.
Good man there. I've known Donald since I was knee high, or rather, I've known him since they founded UKIP in Scotland back in whenever it was, 1994 probably, and he's still going strong. Quite a heavy police presence, as you can see here. Now, I'm presuming that there is a counter demo somewhere, but there's maybe a way down at the end of the street. The police seem to have cordoned this pretty strongly. Now, folks, if you can hear me, please tell me if you can hear me. That's always a concern when we are broadcasting. My understanding is that this group is going to march essentially up there.
There we go, guys.
Maybe replacing it.
At the moment, it's the patriotic alternative people who are holding forth. They're not the UKIP people, they're a slightly different crew with no doubt slightly different concerns, albeit wanting to stop immigration. Don't know where the UKIP winner is. So I guess the police are letting people walk through here, just not letting anybody in. Well, fair enough. Got to keep the peace. Not that there would be any trouble. Good, good. Let's just get some close to this guy.
Agitating amongst the people, so for that, I would like Police Scotland. And the name of the demonstration, nice and peaceful. And somebody's left putting thugs for what they are. This is a question for you. Money laundering. Anyone that's listening, right? This isn't about Celtic or Rangers, is that correct? This is about the whole of Scotland and the whole of the UK, John O'Croach to Lancashire. We will tell everybody. We want them out. We want them out from John O'Croach to Lancashire. Another question to many people. Are we governed by these politicians or are we governed by something higher? Higher! Who is the ones that govern us? The ones that you can't call out in public and get cancelled, mate. That special group that's in charge of the Bank of England and the Federal Reserve. We all know who we're talking about, mate. WEF Agenda 2030. It's time for everybody united. That's what's going to happen. Together we stand as a team. We're going to be a hated white minority by 2066. What is diversity going to look like when we're already last in the queue for a house, a job, very pathetic services? We're sick of being job last. It's time to put Scottish people first. We've got to, if you have a look at our banner, being white is not a hate crime. And if we look, we've got orange for the Rangers end and we've got green for the Celtic end. Because the thing that the Celtic Rangers end have got in common is that we're white. We're white, and if we don't stand up for our people now, then we're going to be a hated racial minority. We only need to look at South Africa and what's happened to South African farmers when the whites in South Africa voted themselves into extinction. White South African farmers are being murdered on a daily basis.
And the Scottish Government, under Swinning the Swine, should be opening up safe routes for South African farmers to come into our country. Thank you.
Right. Sorry. Thank you. Stop the boats, traitor Starmer. Through here.
Good to see you there, Alan.
Fine. Not too bad, thank you. How are you?
Aye, not bad.
I'm just doing a live stream just to report on events. Not bad in turnout.
Yeah, a bit better than usual, eh?
Yeah. Aye, it's they've very much kettled people in this space. That's
They're not doing that, don't they?
do you know if there is a counter demo
down there, aye.
All right, so
Loads of them, it's the paid ones, isn't it?
right.
Same ones that
Oh, wow, nice to see you. Yeah.
I just found
Right. Interesting.
But it doesn't seem like there's much of a presence from them.
No.
They're certainly not doing what they're doing to us.
Hope they let us out eventually, because I
think they'll be getting in the vans.
Yeah. Bloody hell, where did they come from? There's a few vans up that hill. See if I can get somebody to speak to the camera. Move through here. Sorry.
We need more people like him. He's got the guts to turn up and say how it is. He's got the guts to take on our government, a government that is the enemy within. They're gaslighting us. It's not Russia. It's not China. The enemy is within. And it's an emergency. The country is being invaded daily. Hundreds, if not thousands of men, mainly men, pouring into our country every week. And it has to stop. That is an invasion. More people have arrived in this country in the last 2 years than in the last 2,000 years. Just to give you some idea of the scale of the problem. And to say it's a problem is an understatement. It's an invasion. Where's the army? What's the army for? Are they not supposed to defend us? Defend the country? Defend the realm? Where is the army? What are they doing about it? Are they just thinking about their pensions? Pull the finger out. This government is a government of criminals. We need it removed, and we need it removed soon. Thank you.
I see.
Article Banner magazine was to you by Patriotic Rebellion of Scotland, UK. Defend our brother. Stop the boat. 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 Secure our border. Secure our border. On our taxpayers' money. That's right.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Being a Dover remember?
Oh, absolutely. Of course, I remember. How could I forget? All right. Uh, just down there is the organizer, Nick Tenconi. He seems to be speaking to the media at the moment, just beside the police horse that you might be able to see down on the right hand side. So he'll just be coming up this way. Try to get a picture of it.
Let's go and have a wander. Right, guys, just have a little look at it. I see.
Let me hear your voice.
How?
I'm trying to work out who you are. What's that?
Right, let's deal with this. Let's deal with this. Guys, where are they? Say again? Bless you, mate. It's party time.
Brother. Right. Not yet. Sorry, mate. I keep forgetting what you look like. No, it's alright, don't worry.
I recognise you. Oh, wait, Forward from letting antagonise us and walk about. There's one right there behind us. Antag's been renowned it.
All right. Okay. Okay, Nick's going to give a speech, and I'm going to try to get close to it.
However, unfortunately, there is civil and very demanding. I'm sorry, this is the UKIP demo, the banner and patriarchal alternative. You can't be here. I'm keeping it pleasant, I'm keeping it civil. Sorry, patriarchal alternative banner, you can't be here.
Okay, so Nick is saying the patriotic alternative people can be at the UKIP demo. We'll see how this plays out. I would yes, like to get a wee interview, but
I carry on. Do your own. Well done, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Follow the UK. Follow. We are the purple wave. Follow. We are the purple wave.
The crowd listen to me, not Aye. It was important because the rally round, and I'm going to Ian White is not a hate crime. So, in Press of Unity, we're going to put our radical banner at the back of the demo, and that line will be something because we're supporting this demo whether they like it or not. And I've been displaying radical banners in Glasgow now for 3 years, and I'm not having somebody coming up and telling me I can't display it. But out of respect for the demonstration, I will put it to the back of the demonstration. Scotland for the Scots. Scotland for the Scots. All together. Let's go properly.
So they're heading up the way. So let me see. I'm not sure I can get out of here. I'm just going round. Hiya, nice to see you.
Good day.
Just wondering what the police idea is here, if they're just going to keep kettling us or if they're going to let people walk. Yeah. Yeah. John, I'm doing a live stream. You okay?
I can't watch that fight show, right? We're on the move, man.
There's no problem from us as long as we get to our mark. All I would ask is if you could read us. Nice, civil, and not focusing on different ideologies, different yeah, but we're going to get that banner unfurled and then we're going to do right, guys, we're going to get this banner unfurled. So if you are media, right, if you're media, if you're social media, streamer, freelancer, you want to get behind this line of whatever, or in front of the vests. We're going to unfurl the banner now, guys.
We're going to undo the banner.
We need volunteers. 8 people to hold the banner, please. All 4.
One of the youngest quickest of young. You bet.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here for you guys. Taking the country back. I'm on my left side. On my left side, and in there there's a microphone. Wireless microphone. We're taking our country back, sir. Amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah, can I ask you to go on my left side? Let's get some photos.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Stick around, guys. We're going to go for the marches.
Stand up. Stand up. Forget that. I just gave this guy a lot of instructions, turned it on, and it was working just fine. Do you know what? I'm going to deport myself for that. There that is. Right, 2 seconds, guys. Bear with.
Hi, guys. Hi, how are you? Hi, nice to meet you. You haven't? Well, this is what it's all about. One person sees one video, and then they think, oh, maybe this guy's worth listening to. And now we should re-understand it in a very, very left-wing city. With a voiceless, a silent majority, we're taking our country back. We're taking it back. Amen. I bless your heart. I came all the way from London. Amazing. Oi! Good. Right, here we go. We need 2 more volunteers. I need 1 more volunteer. One more volunteer.
Pretty well, aye. Good to see you. Good stuff.
Over the top, boys! You guys to be comfortable with whatever you've got and am I good in? Yeah? Right.
That is working. We're going to take some pictures now. If you want your country back, give me a cheer. I said, do you want your country back? Ladies and gentlemen, Patriots, we are going to begin our march. Believe it or not, we are actually on time. We're actually on time. You guys, when we say we're taking our country back, we're talking about you guys. We're talking about parents, mums and dads, hard-working citizens, the taxpayer, because this land belongs to you. Do these streets belong to the SNP? Do they belong to law enforcement? Do they belong to the government? Do they belong to Keir Starmer? Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? I tell you whose streets these are. These streets belong to us. They belong to the kids that play in them. They belong to our parents who raised us. They belong to our communities. They belong to our forefathers who spilled blood so that we may remain free. That's who these streets are. We just forgot who we were. And most of all, we forgot where we came from. But today, we're going to show Glasgow and Scotland what Christian courage looks like.
Shall we? Yeah. Yeah.
So photos of the banner, media, this is your turn now. So we'll stand here, and if you want a full-length photo or whatever, okay? So we're just going to let the media, there he is, there's my guy, flanking on the left wing. We'll talk about that later. Look at those shoes, look at this guy. Are you? I want your picture. Brilliant. This is your chance to take photos, so instruct me, direct me, whatever, us, etc. Let's show the United Kingdom that we're a happy, peaceful bunch. Look in. Get in there. Oh, right, roger that. So, media, let's have a big wave, let's have a cheer. Do you want your country back, guys? Sing it to me, Brian. We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back. We want our country back.
Deportation 3! Are you listening?
Here we go.
Flags flying high! Are you listening? It's a beautiful sight! We'll be happy tonight! Walking in a UKIP wonderland! There's only one!
Guys, can you move back? Can the media move back, please? They're coming. Guys, media move back. Clear the banner. Clear the banner, guys. Clear the banner. Last photo, guys. Happy? Right, bear with me. Right, guys, we're going to go for a stroll. So, if everyone could film in, everyone who's on the left over there, everyone who's on the right, get in, guys. It works much better for a tight pack as we go through. Yeah, sure. 1 second. Other than that, are we good, yeah? Good. So, guys, stay together. We've got our march planned. And then we're going to go and have a team debrief and a drink and all that sort of good stuff on a Saturday afternoon. One last thing before we go. Media, I've got your attention. This guy here wearing the press t-shirt, please try not to get in his way. He's a paid contractor. Please try not to get in his way. Genuinely, please help me out there. Don't get in his way. Thank you. So, not because he's dangerous. Quite the opposite, in fact. He's a teddy bear. All right, we ready, guys? Right, let's start moving forward slowly, please. And if I could ask you, whilst we move forward, if you guys here, can you move forward to your right, guys? Sideways a little bit, this way. Slow the pace down. So we're just getting going, guys. So hold it there. Don't move sideways anymore. Keep coming forward. Now, my man on the left there, very handsome chap with the flags, and my lovely lady here on the right. I need you guys to be looking at each other the whole time. Press the button! Press the button! What are you doing? Everyone hold your phone. We're about to approach a bus stop here, so I need you to be facing, and I need the right side to move the left side. So once you've scrunched it, you unscrunch it, and just keep moving as a unit, guys. And slow down for me. We don't put long routes for up to 4 people all day, so it's short and snappy. That's how I like it. About time!
Well, they've certainly got a police presence which seems somewhat overblown. Anyway, I'm going to head on up. Stay in touch. Okay.
Does anyone know where the court in hotel is? Anyone local? Does anyone know where the court in hotel is?
How you doing, my man?
Pretty good, John. Yeah.
What brings you here today?
Well, I run a Force for Good, which is for keeping the union together. We're also interested in other issues relating to sovereignty, such as the control of our borders and things like that. And so I thought I'd come in here and do a live stream just to show what's happening. We're not a supporter of any particular political party. I used to be a member of UKIP, but that was 20 years ago now. So it's interesting just to see how they've developed from being a pro-Brexit party into the immigration issue, which seems to be the main issue at the moment among many people in this field anyway.
I think the issues here now, slowly but surely, it's getting worse in Ireland, it's getting worse in England, and now if I use Scotland, we haven't seen it yet, because I think in the 2026 Labour gang on 20 get ramped up. I mean, do you agree with that?
Well, the 2026 Holyrood election next year, absolutely. Well, whether SNP or Labour get in, I think they're just going to keep the borders open. And so there is a time right now for an insurgent party like UKIP or Reform, probably more likely, to actually take quite a few votes, get into Holyrood and actually change the conversation. Because right now, none of the people in Holyrood want to talk about this. They find it too awkward. Many of them are just beholden to a kind of old-fashioned view of integration when there was only a few immigrants coming into Scotland and Britain. But they're completely unable to deal with the modern reality now, which is like last year, 1 million long-term immigrants came into Britain. The year before, 1.3 million. The year before, 1.2 million. These are numbers which have gone beyond the ability to quote-unquote integrate. And I'm afraid the Scottish political establishment hasn't caught up with that fact yet. So it's going to take Reform or some other parties or people breaking in 2026 next year to actually get into Holyrood and change the conversation to say, look, this is an issue now that we all have to have an opinion on. And we don't have to be, mean-spirited about it. We can simply say we're going to control our borders. We're going to keep the numbers down. And we're just going to get a handle on the situation again.
I went to Kilmarnock a few months ago. They guys were starting to have concerns, and
yes.
I see that just people here seem to be concerned about their policy. They have a different view.
Well, I certainly wouldn't describe myself as that, no, but what I do notice is that the mainstream media, and especially the politicians, if you oppose immigration, that's what they're going to call you. If you oppose mass immigration, that's what they're going to call you, isn't it? But of course, I would reject that because that refers to like hatred of people because of different races, which of course is wrong and absurd and completely unnecessary. This is what we need to do is mainstream this issue. Control of the borders is a mainstream issue that any political party should be dealing with, and you can do that from a particular kind and principled and proper perspective. It doesn't have to be the opposition. The people who want open borders will throw every name at you, throw every description at you. But at the end of the day, it just has to be normal politics, and this just has to become normal politics.
I think it needs to be common sense, in my opinion, mate. I always say it all the time. There's something higher at play. I think the way the future's going, it's going to be shaped into a complete dictatorship. That's my answer.
Well, I'd like to think that democracy can still win this. I'd like to think that we still have the ability, through our democratic means, through our democratic constitution, through Westminster and Holyrood, to sort these matters. And I do believe that we do. You're absolutely right, though. There are very powerful forces at play. Especially in the financial industry that want this sort of thing, and there's also in the ideological. There's people who just want like a one world, So you've got your one worldists, and you've got your financial system who think that it's good to keep prices down, to keep wages low, and to keep borrowing low and stuff like that.
Well, look, mate, I appreciate the conversation. And
John, always happy. Best of luck to your channel as always. You do great work.
I'm only here to I'm not claiming that I'm with them. I'm not quite out for me.
I just don't trust mainstream media. So if the papers are going to write stuff about these people, I might as well come on the streets and speak to the people and say, why here?
Absolutely, you're quite right not to trust the mainstream media these days.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I appreciate it.
Good stuff.
Over to destroy the friendship. So sit tight, hold tight.
What's going on down here?
So your support force were good.
Have what? What's it? Do you know why they're why they're held up at the moment?
Police are not arrested. I think we were supposed to turn down on this street and go that way. So, I don't know what's happened. It's trying to stop us from going into the centre. So,
We're wondering if this is as far as the police are going to allow the march to actually proceed. It was meant to come up. It was meant to go up there and then turn right and then back into the city centre.
Looking very smart today.
Thank you. Thank you. I tried my best to keep the British end up.
Maybe for a bit scruffy now.
Do you know why they stopped you?
I don't know. I think what's happening is the route's pre-planned. It's been changed. I think like that program. That's the impression I'm getting. Now we're trying to change the route from what it was.
Yeah, my understanding was it turned right here and then head into the city centre. Come back round again, as it were.
Did you guys?
No, nothing specific at the moment. We were down in Dover at the weekend and we launched a book, Protect Our Country Policy to Stop Mass Immigration. That took up quite a bit of my intellectual time, at least for a while. But we'll find something to do. There's always something happening. That's the great thing about Glasgow. Always stuff spinning up.
So that's interesting.
Oh yeah.
This week,
Yeah, there's going to be a few demos, no doubt. All right. Action. I think so. Summer of action. My name is Alistair McConaughey. I'm the organiser of a Force for Good, Scotland's premier pro-UK campaigning organisation. So we're here today to report upon what's happening. We don't support any particular political party, but it's very interesting to know what you're up to these days. And they seem to be up to quite a bit, actually, by the looks of it. Right. Yeah.
You've been disqualified by different seats. I've got the email, I've got the text. Is what we're up against. Too much to go into.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Very well.
because no matter how much senses we're going to put away, because our ideology is conservatism, and we've been out.
What they really said they were going to do, they're redirecting the march. They're not letting the march go to the centre.
Okay.
We are the last times to wait when the liberal fascists run
It is, but that's fine.
we will actually be standing up for what is right. So we're not going to stop moving. And I will say this.
I feel like I have met you in person. I've seen so many of your videos.
So I came across the map here. It's not new to me. Alistair, did you just tell the viewers the platform that we run?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the opportunity. I run A Force for Good, which has been around now for almost 14 years. It's Scotland's premier pro-UK campaigning organisation. We're interested in anything that keeps the union together, and that's how I originally met you. We're obviously interested in anything related to British sovereignty, such as control of our borders, which is an absolute essential. If you believe in a nation in the first place, if you believe in the UK in the first place, you have to have a proper nation. So we're standing here. The route seems to have been stopped by the police. And do you have any understanding why that is?
Yeah, I spoke to Nick there in front of a lot of people, and Nick Kingsbury tells me that the police had said one thing, the planning of this, and then they've gone back on what was originally planned, Alistair. So that seems to be the case. Alistair,
okay.
I'd you before this week starts.
Let's do that. They're starting. Absolutely. We'll start again. Cheers. Just speaking to an old colleague there that I met many years ago and who's been on the programme.
Patriots, we're spending a spare weeks being Glasgow City Council. It's madness every day. And every person, every team, woke up on the day, surveys, different route entirely, because there's left-wing fascists going through. Of course there's left-wing fascists. We're in the big parties. Of course there's left-wing extremists. Oh, it's exhausting. But, Patriots, I'm not going to do that today. No. Because, so here we go, next part of my speech. I'm going to comply because you know the police are going to arrest me. You know that. But I'm not going to give you a reason to arrest me. So look, we're not going to turn around. We're not going to do our route. They keep going this way. We're going to have another speech when we get to Cathedral Street. And then we're all going to go for a pint. And when we're doing that, we're going to discuss who the community leaders are who come forward, step up, join UKIP, and put their name forward as a candidate. Because in 4 years' time, we're taking our country back! We're taking it back!
Okay, so they were meant to turn right. The police are not letting them turn right because that heads into the city centre, where they've also got an anti-UKIP meeting. So they're just going to keep walking straight up to Cathedral Square.
Please get behind the banner. So civilians, get behind the banner, please. If you're media, just a bit of breathing room, guys. Yeah, give us a bit of breathing room. Okay, beautiful. Let's go. Take it easy. Nice tight pack, please, everyone. Move in on your left side and on your right side. Slow it down. Slow it down. Guys, tell it as it is.
Aye, look after yourself, John.
Can we get a line of you, please? One of you over here, one of you in the middle, and one of you over there. There's a reason why we have three. Does anyone know why we have three? No one wants to know it all, right? If there's a problem to be dealt with, can it be dealt with, please? And then let me know when we're good to go, guys. No nonsense on our demos.
Hi there, how are you?
Beautiful. Well done, guys. Nice and easy. We're going up to Cathedral Square, where we're going to have a chat.
Christ is King! Christ is King!
Christ is King!
Christ is King!
Christ is King!
Christ is King!
Christ is King!
Christ is King!
Christ is King!
Christ is King! Christ is King! Christ is King!
That's it. We're going to take our country back, patriots, and when we do, it will be for the glory of God. It's a Christian land. Scotland is a Christian land. We've been too tolerant for too long, and now our motto is being tested. There are those that fight, and there are those who bend the knee. I say, we meet, must we go? Because we're writing our names, we're etching them into the history books by standing up and peacefully showing our discontent at tyrannical regimes like the SNP. That's right. Standing up against left-wing extremism. Patriots who are not officially on the march, work with us, get behind the banner, show your support for UKIP and the Deportations. Show your support for your country. Stand up for the one true faith, Christianity. Stand up for our faith. Please. If you have any patriots in these stationary vehicles, give me a honk if you love Britain. Give me a honk if you love your country. Give me a honk if you want to back. Keep your home. Keep your home. How do you explain that to left-wing fascists? How do you explain that to a corrupt government? How do you get a man is dead because he's clearly insane and would have been far better off in his own country? But instead, you put everyone's life in danger by bringing in undocumented, unvetted, illegal invaders. You don't need GCSEs to work out that that's going to fail. Now guys, Cathedral Square is coming up. Keep the pace guys. So slow it down guys. It's the last bit of our march now, slow it down for me. Slow down. Let's straighten up that banner, please. So we invite citizens who are not part of this march, concerned citizens, patriots, we say we're taking our country back. We're saying no to illegal immigration. We're saying no to invaders coming into Britain. We're saying no to making our communities unsafe for the most vulnerable within society. We're saying yes to protecting women and children from predators. We're saying yes to tough on law enforcement, policing and crime. And we are saying to the good people of Scotland, we are saying if you want your country back, it has to be taken back. Join UKIP, get behind the purple tidal wave, because this, patriots, all ends when we say it ends. Immigration to Britain has gone on for too long.
Okay, so we're now getting into Cathedral Square, and it looks like the police are not going to let us actually into the square.
To right. To right.
Spotted a national journalist there out the corner of my eye. Well, it's not exactly Cathedral Square, but it's the gardens anyway. Okay.
Are we going in there? Are we going in there?
Not police obviously not letting the march into the actual square, which is over there beside the cathedral. So it looks like they're maybe going to try to channel us or funnel the march into this little garden area.
Did you know that?
No, wait, no.
Okay.
Right, guys, let's go. We're going to the park and we're going to have a little chat about some important things. Get the banner behind me, guys. So again, if you're not security or media, if you could be in front of me here, and let's get the banner in place. So it's a beautiful purple banner of what it is. Jump in, guys. That's it. So there's a UKIP donation bucket going around. The only thing that's for is if you've got change or shrapnel in your pocket. Honestly, that's all it's for, guys. There's a donation, a UKIP donation bucket going round. If you've got 5p or 10p, it all adds up. As we grow our membership, because we're funded by our membership, every bit helps. So, quick show of hands, and it's not a test. Has everyone seen the 6 missions that UKIP has? Show of hands, 50%. So if you haven't, I want you, the public, to know what you're signing up to. When you go on to ukip.org tonight and you spend 30 quid for the year to get your country back, on the website it says what our 6 missions are. I want you to know those missions, and if you want to do more homework, I want you to pop open the manifesto. And you've got 78 pages of conservatism and Christian nationalism. So I can summarize the 79 pages for you. It's conservatism, it's Christian nationalism, we're taking our country back, deport the people who do not deserve to be here, illegals, and communists. That's right, you heard it. We want them gone. Islamists, communists, people with British passports. We want to strip them of their citizenship and send them home. These are the people that fund Unison. These are the people that fund the road, marine, rail, trade unions, the education system, NHS Scotland. I have the receipts on my phone. People have texted me. They've DM'd me. They've emailed me, telling me they've received text messages and emails from NHS Scotland, from Unison, There'll be honest people in this crowd that are subscribed to Unison because apparently you get some benefits by being part of a trade union. I don't know I've never been part of a trade union, but I think there are there'll be noble people that don't realise they are funding the Unisons. This is a trade union group. It's the largest one in Britain. And guess what? They are the political arm or the activist arm of the Labour Party. They do the Labour Party's bidding. Everyone says, who's funding the left-wing madness? It's got to be George Soros, right? Let's have a creative individual idea. It's the members! It's the people! These communists know what they're doing. So, let's talk solutions. I say we make Britain an incredibly hostile place for left-wing extremists. I say we make Britain very, very uncomfortable for domestic terrorists. I say we make Britain very uncomfortable for the Islamists and people who are here to spread the caliphate. People in Britain that have murderous intent on our most vulnerable within society, women and children, people who stab 6-year-old girls in the face 100 times. You know these people. I say we take our streets and our country back from the monsters. The British government, our government, it wasn't Labour, it was the Tories. They're in on it together, guys. That's why I do what I do, we do what I do, no, wait a minute, I do what I do, and you also do what I do. That's why the team does what it does. Remember, let's talk solutions. I want you to put your name forward to stand as a candidate in your area, because Patriots, in 4 years' time, this is our last shot. When you go to vote UKIP, because everyone's a political activist now, the right has woken up. When you go to vote for UKIP in your constituency and there's no candidate, you can't vote UKIP. It's a first past the post system. You must put your name forward. And if you're not standing up to be one of the 650 brave warrior knights, if you're not standing up, you know someone who can. You know someone who will. Relative, friend, work colleague. Every single speech from every single political leader has to be talking about that 120-second caption. It's all very well saying it ends when we say it ends, and we're taking our country back, but you have to back me. Back UKIP. Back the purple tidal wave. Now, I have a few words here, because there are some things that have happened in Glasgow over the last few years. Now, unfortunately, I have a sentimental weakness for the most abhorrent, or a sentimental flaw for the most abhorrent crimes, to the point where it really, really pulls on me. But it has to be said, because it's not okay. So let's talk facts, yeah? So Scotland's so-called hate speech, the hate speech law, we all know are the most tyrannical potentially on planet Earth. And whilst left-wing activists who are posing as police officers would love to arrest me and to arrest us, we're never going to give them the satisfaction, because our ideology and our values means that we can't get arrested, because there's nothing bigoted or hateful about not wanting women and children assaulted, threatened, intimidated, raped, murdered. There's nothing wrong with saying that Christ is King and our Lord and Saviour. There's nothing wrong with standing up for your communities and saying that we don't want our NHS weaponised. We don't want police weaponised. We want free and fair press and impartial policing. It's not too much to ask. So you're never going to get lifted. You're not going to go to jail. You were told a lie that if you attend a protest, that if you get involved in politics, you'll lose your liberty. No, you won't, because we're the good guys and we're taking our country back. I remind all of you as well that we as Conservatives, we support law enforcement, and when the left wing, the militant left wing, fascist left wing does go for the police, as Christians, we would actually defend them, because we would step up for the little guy. We'd step up in the face of extremism. Our ideology and our faith is the final and last stand against the evil, but you guys already know that, don't you? So, for those who like films and a bit of movie buffs, Proud Scots, you're going to like this book. In front of me today, I see a whole army of my countrymen who have rallied here in defiance, he knows where it's going, in defiance of tyranny. For everyone who agrees with us but is too scared to join us, standing up to the globalist mass migration agenda, I have this to say. Stand up and fight, and you may be arrested, and you may be cancelled. Run, and you'll be okay, at least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now, when the country is lost, and we have been further overrun by migrants who hate us. Would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that? You know what's coming. For that one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom! You know what time? Scotland's never been defeated, never been invaded. You're the backbone. You're the backbone, guys. Unfortunately, two small things. In 2022, I mentioned it just a minute ago, but for the footage, in 2022, to those people that don't know about this, a Sudanese asylum seeker, Bad Reddin, Abdallah Adam, fatally stabbed 6 people, or was it 5, including a police officer at the Park Inn Hotel in Glasgow. This was being used to house asylum seekers, invaders, get the terminology right. He was subsequently shot and killed by police. Apparently it was a knife. Where have we heard that before, about invaders picking up knives? Should we talk about Thomas Roberts in Bournemouth in 2021, stabbed to death by an Afghani illegal invader who was already convicted of murder, who was here as a refugee, right, like an asylum seeker. Here's where it gets horrible. Delivery driver Mohammed Faizan Khan subjected a pregnant woman to a terrifying sexual assault in her home in Glasgow. He left her bleeding, resulting in a miscarriage a few days later. He was convicted in December 2024 at Glasgow Show of Court. He received a 12-month sentence. The lady miscarried shortly after the attack, directly linking the heinous nature of the crime, the brutality of the crime. He received killing the unborn child. He received a 12-month sentence. Lucy Connolly got 3 times that to a social media post. Now, there's the last paragraph before we head off in that direction, because I've earmarked a watering hole for us. It says this, guys, and I'm going to read it out. We are, however, here today to say to the government, to the media, to police, but to each other, that we will not be intimidated. We will not bend the knee. We will not be intimidated, threatened, by left-wing fascists, two-tier police, two-tier media. We will not bend the knee to the globalist agenda that is mass, uncontrolled, legal immigration, which, by the way, no one voted for, and illegal immigration, which, by the way, no one voted for, or the Islamic Caliphate in Britain, which, by the way, no one voted for. Two-tier policing, two-tier media. No one voted for these things, guys. No one voted for a weaponised NHS or a politicised and weaponised civil service. No one voted for these things. I'll say this in closing. You know what I say, guys? I say if you want your country back, it has to be taken back, and that this all ends when we say it is. We are British, we're proud, and we are taking our country back. British proud, taking it 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 back. Give yourself a round of applause for being here today, guys. Giving up your time, your effort, your money, travelling to things like this. Every single one of you that is not a member, UKIP.org. 5 minutes later, you're a member. On Monday morning, I get the report through from head office. 100 new members. You're funding it. When you're a member, you get a say. You can remove me, you can put complaints in, you can do whatever you like because you're a member. And here's what the thing is about being a member of a political party. The vast majority of patriots for the last 50 years haven't really bothered with politics. They haven't really bothered with political ideology. The left, they've been teaching their sons and daughters, you get political from this high. You become a left-wing fascist, a Marxist, a traitor from this high. The Islamists, all of the mosques tell them how to vote. Guys, if you want your country back, you've got to join a party, you've got to stand, you've got to get to grips with what's required. Last bit, no more from me. I'm going to tell you which way we're going. It's called the Howgate Pub, just in case the left didn't hear that. It's called the Howgate Pub. Someone whack it into maps, lead us on. One second, guys. So someone whack it into maps and then lead. The guys with the banner, it's over there. He's right, it's over there. Guys, if you've got the banner, then you need to face it up. So I want the purple facing up. 2 people at each end, and then you roll it together. Just tell who I am, so he's a reporter. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry, I've been told that I'm messing you around, and that's my fault entirely. Can you stay there? Does anyone know about the Calais trip that we're doing? Does anyone know about the Northern France trip that we're doing? UKIP is recruiting teams of patriots to go out to Northern France and to patrol the border between Dunkirk in the east and Calais slightly further west. There's a 50-mile line there of coastland, and there are 5 main spots that they deploy from to bring the invaders here. They are now recruiting patriots to come out and to patrol the border of Northern France and to intercept the invaders and their trafficker handlers. Because it all ends when we say it ends. That means getting off our backsides. The only political party leading the charge. We will send teams of 50, 100 men to Northern France to patrol that border, to send teams in to tell the migrants and the traffickers that they shall not pass. No! It's all available on the website, guys, right there, UKIP.org. Put your name forward to stand, to be one of those patriots, one of those brave things who's going to come out there and stand shoulder to shoulder with me on that beach and tell the invaders, if the British government and the corrupt French government won't do it, we will do it, because this is what Christian courage looks like. I will remind you, patriots, the valiant ne'er take death but once, but cowards die 1,000,000 times over. Living! We're giving the British public the opportunity to do something about it. We don't bring these people here. We'll stand up for Britain, protect our communities. UKIP.org. Right. Guys, let's go to the pub. It's that way. Thank you very much for playing the guys.
Oh, sorry. It's, I'm not filming you.
Alice, just a quick.
Bless you, darling. Thank you so much. UKIP.org.
Nick, are you wanting us to carry that back for you?
Yes, please, mate.
Congratulations, Nick. How do you think it went today?
Absolutely phenomenal. Once again, the 200 to 300 patriots who give up their time on their own dime to come and stand with me and my security team and my media team to say enough is enough. We acknowledge that this all ends when we say it is, when we say it ends, and that we're taking our country back. Everyone knows we kick off 1:12, and then we spend a few hours together. We spend a few hours shoulder to shoulder against far left demonstrations, against two-tier policing, and we send a very clear message to the establishment that we're taking our country back.
What would you say to the people who would say, why should we vote for you when reform is quite powerful here in Scotland, or at least it's growing in Scotland? What differentiates you between you and reform?
Sure. So reforms, so when people talk about differentiators and USPs and what's the difference, you must look at high command, that's the leadership, you must look at policies, that's the manifesto, and you must look at missions. So UKIP has 6 missions. So if people don't want to read the manifesto, they've got it in 6 missions, basically. So what separates reform and UKIP? Reform's ideology, it's high command, the leadership is liberalism. It's more radical centrism. The solutions that we require in Britain must be the mass deportations and remigration of the suspected 5 to potential 10 million people who do not deserve to be in Britain. We are also going to reinstate Christianity back into the heart of government, because the difference between Reform and UKIP is we are conservatives. We are socially conservative, Christian nationalists with that exact ideology and that vision, whereas Nigel and High Command, it's not even an insult, it's not even a slur. It is more centrism, it is more liberalism, and that's why you see a constant flip-flopping and a constant pandering to the centre ground, because Britain is filled with centrism. It's filled with secular, materialistic, atheist liberalism, and that's why Reform flip-flops. Is a huge differentiator. You won't see UKIP's leadership team, you won't see our policies, the rhetoric we use, you won't see it flip-flopping. It's unwavering, taking our country back, mass deport the people that do not deserve to be here, and reinstate Christianity back into the heart of government.
Nick, thanks very much for that wholesome response. All the best.
Welcome, mate. Cheers, pal. Riding a bus.
Good stuff. Got a word there with the main man. Interesting fellow, no question about that. And great British patriot. Well, it's winding down here, and we've had about 700 people on the live stream watching for the last couple of hours. So at that point, folks, I'm going to bid you all farewell. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Please do share it. Please do send it around. It helps just to get a Force for Good's word out as well. Take care, folks. All the best. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested, we have written a book on this very subject, which I should really be pushing here. It's called Protect Our Country. That's on Amazon.co.uk. Search for Protect Our Country and you will get that book, which is all about policies to stop mass immigration. Okay, folks, take care.